Hi guys, I just wanted to come on real quick and ask for some advice. Okay, so my sister lives in Maine and she sent me a package. It was supposed to be, I don't know what type of delivery. She sent it on Wednesday. It was supposed to be here on Friday. It never showed up. So she kept asking like, did the package show up? I'm like, no, it's not here. So she looked at her tracking information and everything, and she said, "Well, it's been delivered." And I'm like, "No, it's not here." And she was like, "Okay, I'm calling. I'm gonna call and complain because it's showing that it's been delivered." So I said, "Hold on, let me go to my neighbors because for some reason the postal service they can't read numbers. Like, no joke. I had a printer delivered and they sent it two houses down. Like, seriously? Um, this has happened over and over and over again. My last neighbors, they used to send packages here. He would open up the packages, play with whatever was inside, and then bring it to us and say, "Oh, I order all the time from eBay, and I thought the package was mine." Whatever. Okay, so the new neighbors, I went over and asked if by any chance they'd gotten a package that belonged to us. And she said, no, like, that's kind of weird that you'd be coming over to ask. She said, no, she hadn't seen anything, but she would ask her husband. So I was like, I felt, okay, they don't have it. So fast forward, Monday night, I leave the house and I look over my neighbors to the left and I'm like, that looks like a box, a priority mailbox. And I'm like, nah, mm-mm. Whatever. But I'll tell my husband, you know. And so he was like, well, I'm going to wait until later. And I'm going to go look. And I'm like, well, that's probably not it. He waits until later. He goes over. Right outside of their trash can, there is a beer box and there is our package, my package, sitting by the trash can. Furious. I at this point, I am so freaking angry. So I'm sitting here texting my sister back and forth. She's like, I can't believe it. I'm saying, I can't believe it. Like, what type of person would get your package, realize that it doesn't belong to them, and just throw it by the trash can? I'm going to insert a picture. I actually, well, my husband actually took a picture of it just sitting by the trash can. And my neighbors, I'm not sure if they're college students or if they rent the house on game weekends. So, like, I live in Aggieland, Texas A&M, whatever. Texas A&M football games, is like really huge, and so a lot of people rent places for game weekends. So since these people, I never see these people, I'm assuming that maybe they just rent the house, and because there's usually a lot of people there on game weekends, I never see them during the week. And the trash is usually full of like beer bottles and stuff like that. They're so, should I say, trashy, that they even leave beer bottles on top of the mailboxes. Like, the mailboxes are like brick, a brick frame or whatever, and they just leave beer boxes, beer bottles, cans sitting on top of the mailbox. That's like the first thing that really ticked me off because that's so tacky. Like, who would do that? And who would take someone's mail, a box? They didn't really open it. They kind of, it looks like they just kind of ripped it open just a little bit and just chunked it. Like, it's nothing. It's not mine, so who cares? So yeah, I wanted to go over and ask them what type of trashy person would do that. Like, I just can't see myself just letting it go. But my husband says, no, don't do that. Tampering with someone's mail is a federal offense. Let the postal service deal with it. Yeah, I want to do that. But I also want to say something. I just can't see myself. I am not a confrontational person, but at the same time, I want to let you know that that's pretty trashy, to do something like that. So I wanted you guys' opinion because I am like livid. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I cannot believe it. I would never do something like that to anyone. I don't care who they are. I don't even know these neighbors. Of course, it's here, my husband, and our dog. We don't bother anyone. It's a nice neighborhood, quiet neighborhood, and I just would never imagine that someone would just take your box and just chunk it like it's trash and in the open, like where we can see it. It's just sitting there, you know oh my gosh, you guys have no idea. It's like after midnight. I'm sitting here like, and I just wanted you guys' opinion. He says let the United States Postal Service deal with it. I say let them deal with it, but also, like, I want to say something, not in a mean way, but just in a way like, really, you know? Anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening. Let me know what you think below. What would you do?